Hey, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about why you might be feeling this eagerness, this anxiety, this frustration of not getting where you want to be. I'm sure many of you who are pursuing or are trying to get somewhere that defines your success are struggling with this. I am struggling with this. I'm in the process of reaching goals that take time. And if you're going through this, I want to share how I've been dealing with this so that maybe you learn from my experience, my setbacks, my mistakes, so that you don't have to go through that mistake. And in doing so, you will be able to maybe approach life in a different way, not learn the hard way, and just take my words as an opinion, just to give you an idea of, what people are going through and how it maybe relates to you. How can you take a different approach? How can you take a different approach so that your outcome is better? All right, so let's get into it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Do you ever feel like you're not where you're supposed to be? Do you feel like there's something lacking? Do you feel incompetent? Do you feel like there's no value to your life? If you feel that way, it's because you probably have come across some information that has kind of woken you up. Some people feel good and they're good for life. Some people are just fine where they're at and they're not worried regardless of where they're at in terms of a job, in terms of socioeconomic status. They don't worry about that because they're not aware of it, which is a good place to be, because once you find out where you could be and what is possible, all you start thinking about is, how could I get there, and how could I get there as soon as possible? The downfall to that is that you end up making impulsive decisions, trying to make and force things to happen faster, and then you start feeling anxiety. You start feeling kind of impatient. You start to feel this eagerness to get where you want to be. You feel this eagerness because you're not getting your results as fast as you think you should be getting. But that's not how life works. Life works where it will give you what you deserve. So if you have not put in the work necessary to get you what you want, you're not gonna get it. You have to pay the price. This is something I struggle with so much. I think about like, hey, I want to get to this income. I want to be successful at trading. I want to be doing good in so many aspects of my life, but I have not put in the work. I have not put in the time and energy necessary to get me those results. I'm so behind. And that's kind of the part that kind of frustrates me. And that's one of the other words, frustration, that you just want it so fast. But you gotta remind yourself to come back to the process. It's the process that's gonna get there, and it's the process that's gonna prepare you to handle what's coming. I can't just start getting paid $100K a year, because I wouldn't know how to manage that. I wouldn't know how to control that. I wouldn't know what to do with that money. I don't have that mental maturity yet. It takes wisdom, it takes experience, it takes education to be able to manage that money. If I were to receive that money, I would misspend it. A personal experience is, I saved a bunch of money this past 2 years, just like $40,000, right? I wasn't sure what to do with it. So I was trading with it inappropriately with the stock market. I lost like $8,000. And I ended up buying a car for, plus insurance, no, plus the taxes that DMV charges. It's up to like $9,000, right? I did a repair on the airbag thing, that the light was coming on. So it was an expensive purchase. $8,000 lost in the stock market, $9,000 in a car. That's $17,000. So now I'm left with $40,000 minus $17,000. I'm left with $23,000. And then I had to pay like this bed bug company to come here and disinfest. Yes, I had bed bugs. Don't make fun of me. But that's another story. So the thing is, if I knew where to put that money, I wouldn't have lost it as how I did. Now that I lost $8,000 and I put $9,000 in a car, like, the car's good, I need a new car. Like, I've always driven old cars that break down. But now I know where to put the money, which is like invest for the long term. and set aside some for trading. And it doesn't have to be the 25,000 that I had initially for trading. It could just be a cash account of $4,000. That's all I need. I didn't need the 25,000. I could have just traded with 1,000 actually, even $350. But of course, that was me being eager, me being frustrated, me just wanting things fast. And look what it did to me. It pushed me back. It set me back. But hey, I take that as a learning the hard way approach. You could either do that or learn from others, learn from my mistakes, right? I could have bought a course from somebody who knows how to trade. Yeah, it's expensive. I didn't want to pay the $2,000 every trading coach charges. So I ended up paying $8,000 and I still not profitable. So am I willing to pay the $2,000 now? I probably am. But at the same time, not yet. I am experimenting with a smaller size account. So that gives me the time to, nothing really replaces personal experience. You can read about how to do things, but it all comes down to the experience. Apply the education you learn. Even if you bought those courses, it will come down to the experience. Following the course guidelines, it's like becoming a real estate agent. There's guidelines, but it's the experience that gets you deals, the experience of talking to people. Back to the topic. So if you feel like you're not as valuable, or you don't feel valuable, is because it's true. You are not yet valuable enough to partake of the richness that comes with experience, education, that's required to obtain what you want. Obtaining materialistic things is easy, buy it. But true freedom, for me, in my own words, my goal is to have passive income assets. It takes a load of experience and education on how to acquire them. It takes income too. So I'm in the process. It's a process. I gotta let go of wanting things fast. That's a young, immature mentality. Imagine you have a child and you're like, grow up already so I stop taking care of you. No, it's a process. A child needs to learn step by step how to walk, how to eat, what to do when you're outside, what not to touch, what to put in your mouth, what not to put in your mouth. It is a process. So if you feel invaluable, it's because probably you're hungry for something more. And the sources that are out there, just search them with calm and pick one. Try it out read a lot about it first, and then be like, is this something I want to do? And then read another type of thing you can do and compare which one's better. Which ones do I like? Do I like e-commerce? Do I like trading? Do I like fulfillment by Amazon? Do I like working at a retail store and gaining experience from the manager? I don't know. Do I like this job or that job? Do I want to get into real estate, forex? I don't know. It could be anything, right? And then just say what's gonna require to get to the highest point, or a point where you're above average in the chosen field. To be comfortable in what I wanna pursue, like for instance, real estate. I want to be above average real estate agent to make it, to do well. I don't want to be just an average real estate agent. I don't want to be just an average trader. I don't want to be just an average worker. I want to be above average. Raise your standards. Do a little bit more. Expect a little bit more from yourself. More professionalism. Because how you do anything is how you tend to do everything. This is something I got from Jim Quick, a YouTube influencer. He says, if you don't do your bed in the morning, I don't really do it. It's how I'm gonna do life. I don't really do life how I'm supposed to. So I sometimes do my bed, and I have to be consistent. Something I lack. So that's all I have. Honestly, I think I ranted for too long, And I hope that you find that one thing that pushes you to learn, and then you chase after it if you want. If you're fine where you're at, that's fine. You're fine. You're good. You found where you want to be. You're good. But I'm just saying, for those people who have that feeling of, I want something more, it's because first you gotta put in the work, and you first have to find that thing that you want to do, and then start uncovering the process. Is it a YouTube channel? You know, I bought a course on how to make YouTube videos. I'm still not done with it, but it's teaching me something, right? I bought a course on real estate agents, investing. Bought a course on to take my MLO license course. MLO, yeah, mortgage loan originator. That's what it stands for. And it's a process, you know. This the education, then the experience, and then with more experience comes the income. But you gotta do everything prior to the income. Is the work, the process. Process. That's all I gotta say. See you on the next video. Subscribe, like the button, press the button, not like the button, smash, crush that like button. If you think this was valuable, did I provide value? A good exchange is hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. I will come up with more ideas. I have a bunch of ideas that I just want to share. It's pretty much, I'm just documenting my journey. And this is not advice, this is just documentation of what's going on. If you have questions on topics, I can do my best to answer them in a video. If it's a good enough question that, you know, a lot of people would want a video on it, leave it down in the comments. If it's a question, a personal question that you just want to answer, I'll try to get to it. I don't always get the notifications that somebody commented or somebody subscribed, so I don't even know who subscribes here and there, but thank you for all of you who are subscribed. Appreciate that. All right, see you on the next video. Bye bye.